What is up, family? AKO Hana, it's your boy again. And I was able to go to Comic Con this weekend. So I went Friday and Sunday. And per usual, everything was crazy trying to get certain things. I didn't really want that many things. I was really only going for, really only wanted a couple fig pins that they had exclusively there. I was able to get one of them. But it was a crazy weekend per usual. But I will say Comic Con is getting a little redundant. Starting to see the same old, same old. So hopefully they change it up soon. But I was able to get a couple things, so let's get into it. First off, if you guys went to Comic Con or you know anything about fig pins, you know how everything's limited and it's hard as it to get it. So Bait was at Comic Con with the Frieza fig pin. It was limited to 1,000. From what I know and what I saw, literally every single day it was sold out before general admission was able to get in. So if you had either the personal pass and got in early or you had the exhibitor pass, people were saying that those people bought everything out and then just resold them at the con, because I didn't see anyone buy anything from Bait when it came to fig pins. And every time I went, and that was my first stop, when the doors opened at 9:30, they were sold out already. So that was a little frustrating, but fig pin was a little bit better. Passed out these place cards in the morning, which were always gone as well. And then they did general admission usually during the later in the day. So on Sunday, I was actually able to get into general admission, but even that was a hassle. So what happened with that was they told everyone that if you didn't have this place card, to come back at 12. Everybody was told the same thing. Probably around 11:20, people started lining up. By about 11:30, there was probably like 100 people in line, and they hadn't even started the line yet. So the officials, Comic Con officials, tried to break things up, tell everyone to move. Of course, no one did. Figpin tried to figure out how are we going to do this because no one's listening to them. And I was luckily talking to one of the guys who was really cool and ended up actually hooking me up. So what they did was he had the sign, so line starts here, line ends here. He actually walked to the end of the line. He saw me and told me, hey, get behind me. So I walked with him all the way to the end. They actually started the line at the end. And so the people in the end of the line were actually in the front, and the people in the front of the line were now behind, which I'm sure you guys can figure out some people were not happy. So they only had 50 of these place cards, and they were passing them out, and there were probably like 200, at least 200 people in line. So a lot of people were peed and people stomping trying to grab these, because the dude who had these was just walking through the line handing them out to random people. So imagine 200 people, 50 place cards, and there were probably like 5 of us in the front that they saw, that they like hooked up, because I was one of the first 5 to get in. So it was madness. You heard kids screaming. You heard parents saying, get the F off my kid, this, that, and the other. So yeah, it was bad. It was pretty bad. But I ended up getting in. So as you can see, these were the fig pins that they had for the day. They sold out of the Vegeta, Goku, and the Hercule. The Hercule is the one that I really wanted, but that one was limited to 750 pieces, and that was out by Sunday. They had Duke Kaboom, Gogeta, the Batman Joker 80th, and Harley, and Thanos. So I ended up picking up the Batman Joker and then the Gogeta, which I really wanted. So here's the Batman Joker that I ended up getting, because I was not just going to pick up one thing after going through all that. As you can see, it has the Batman 80 years in the back and the exclusive San Diego Comic-Con 50th International, and it was only fitting I pick up this one since it was the 80 years of Batman. And this was actually one of 750, 2019 limited edition, full color with glitter accents, which in person I don't really know how I feel about it. It's definitely interesting, but the display on this is dope. So that's the Joker Batman that I ended up picking up. And then, of course, the one that I really wanted, this was probably my number one, the Gogeta with the exclusive Comic-Con 50th International from the Broly movie. This one is one of 1,000, 2019 limited edition, full color. But this is the one that I really wanted, and it does not disappoint. But most fig pins just look really dope, but they've definitely been like getting mad hype because I remember in like 2017, the first time I got one, I actually got this one, the Goku from Bait. This is going for around $350 now, and they couldn't get rid of them because I still remember all of them sitting there. I just thought it was a cool pin, didn't even know what fig pin was. The design on it was dope, but fig pin is definitely becoming like a pop type sensation, so I wouldn't be surprised if next year it's just ridiculous. So the other thing I ended up picking up, if you guys know anything about the Gundam series or Gundam Wing, there's an artist there that had this Gundam rendering, and I could not get this. Anyone who knows me knows Gundam Wing is that was my anime for a long time, and this rendering and drawing, he signed it in the corner, just sick. I could not pass it. I think it was only like $25 too, so ended up picking that up. So that's all I really got. There was nothing too crazy this year. Nothing I really wanted except for those fig pins, and lucked up on this because I'm gonna go ahead and frame this. This actually might be my favorite pickup because I was not expecting to get this. And Death Scythe is probably my favorite Gundam of all time. That was my guy. But yeah, so that was Comic Con. Again, nothing too crazy this year. It's getting pretty redundant. Hopefully they change it up a little bit because you're just seeing the same old every year. But this fig pin thing definitely seems like it's going to be big. So hopefully you guys had a good one. If not, hopefully it'll turn into a great one. Until next time, remember to stay grateful, respectful, and humble. And I'll holla at y'all later. Peace.